Quickly, I understand that the NGOs, they have their reps in that committee, even in the AGF's offices as well. That has been pointed out. But, let's move forward now, talking about young people. Nigeria, in a couple of days, we'll be talking about this independence. We always do that. What's the future? Where are we coming from? But there's that phrase, youths are leaders of tomorrow, but they always tell you what they've seen. Maybe we should get your perspective now. In terms of young professionals, the youths, what do you see concerning their future, how they will fare in the scheme of things as it is playing out today in the country?
Future is bleak. It's bleak only because the tools that the youth will need to move forward and advance and provide that future leadership are not there yet. There's so many things. Look, the world is now very small. We have a global village now, and these youth will be competing with the outside world increasingly. The outside world, most of the advanced countries, they have all those tools in place: education, infrastructure, even the issue of electricity, e-commerce, and all of that. They are there, and then we're moving forward, but it's kind of slow. And the way we look at professionals here, professionals are a mechanic on the roadside. Mechanic can advertise his products and say, hey, I fix Mercedes-Benz and Toyotas. A professional cannot do that in this modern age. I do not understand that. No professional can advertise, doctor can advertise. It's a disadvantage, because even if you have the wherewithal and you have the skills, now to expose yourself is difficult because of some archaic understanding of what professionalism is. So the youths they are disadvantaged in that regard.
But because at that time, leaders of this country, heads of state, they were in their 30s. They've been in position for a very long time. So could it be then that the youths are free of blame here? Have we done enough to say no? You can't push young people aside. They have a pride of place. They have, in terms of population, they are the ones who've got that figure. They've got that number. They should also stand up for themselves and say, look, yes, you may be saying this, but this is what we want. Have they done enough of that?
Well, but they're trying to do that. But again, you have to look at the atmosphere by which they should do that. And we operate in an atmosphere of fear here. Whatever you say is going to be used against you professionally. And
should they be afraid of that?
Well, they should be, because you're thinking about your profession and your advancement in life. Yes, they are bold, and they should be. One thing I know is they should be led into things. You can't force the youth to do anything. Their minds are easily distracted, and so we need leadership in that role. They should be led into thinking about the future and themselves, and be led into having that courage to speak up, that courage to get involved, that courage. They're talking about them getting politically involved. You know how much money that costs? I mean, youth, somebody just graduating from college or from university want to run for the chancellorship of a local government. You know how much that will cost? So we have to look at it. We have to enable them, give them the tools, and we'll all be better for it.
All right, that's a conversation that will also come up subsequently. Thank you for coming on today, Mr. Mayor Shobo, a legal practitioner. And that's the show as well. We thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
And I'm Nell Tagby. Bye-bye.
Amal Ogun, thank you.